On the sixth day of... I don't know how to sing. This is the Euro test. It's an incomplete design, obviously. I was starting to make a Eurofighter. I did this. I didn't quite like how it ended up at this particular stage in the design, so I left that alone and switched to this design, which has bigger engines. It has a quite insane thrust-weight ratio of 1.62. And it tries to stay as sleek as possible, and I try to keep the fuselage relatively sleek, though it does, of course, bulge out at the back because there's no engine that fits in a profile between a Juno and a Weasley. And, well, despite that, I'm quite happy with it. And the intake is a little bit strange. Don't get me wrong, it's very strange. But I kind of like it. It's a very strange version of the Typhoon. But it's my very strange version of the Typhoon. Therefore, I am happy with it. And here we are on the runway, as I react very late to the presence of the craft on the runway. I believe this intake is open. Yes, it is. So we have 3 ram air intakes at the front, and we have a nacelle, which I attached into the body where I did in an attempt to kind of give it a more interesting body aesthetic, because else it would have just been a flat line going into some bulgy lines, which... while it works, it's not the best, and therefore I went for something a little different. Of course, this being a Eurofighter, it's got the delta wing of the European craft. I don't know if it's actually accurate to associate delta wings heavily with European aircraft, however I do, and I just think that they made the best delta wing aircraft. And some of the coolest, sexiest, most nimble little things. Ah, they're so cute! Like the Raphael, the Gripen, and the... oh shit. Eurofighter Typhoon, of course. And she's fine! What does she win? She wins... wait, is there a 0% damage? Or is it destroyed? 82% damage, so she would have died if this was stock KSP. Well, yeah, I mean, that's technically correct. It's just weird of me to call it not stock KSP, considering I use all stock parts for everything, and you can see the plane is leaking a rather high amount of fuel, as well as crumpled and crooked, but she's fine. I wish to give a little bit better demonstration of the vehicle's capabilities, though, so I'm going to go ahead and have us go again. This time I'm going to start pulling up as soon as possible, which I'm guessing will still be around 70 meters per second. Yeah, I thought it might be able to pull up a little bit earlier than that, but I was wrong. In any case, quite maneuverable even at a relatively low speed, and of course has a decent amount of thrust, and, well, a very high amount of thrust, and can maneuver and continue to gain speeds while maneuvering, which is pretty sweet. Thread the needle just a little bit. I got a little scared that I was going to hit the tower, and if I time warp right now, we can show that she can get up to quite a serious speed, which of course is great. I mean, I'm not even really that fast yet, but I decided to pull off of it just a little bit, and I believe, however, that there will be a lot of drag line showing. Yeah, unfortunately these parts are not the most aerodynamic. They made the shape I wanted though, so I used them anyhow, and you can see quite a bit of drag. And also, oh, we're actually pulling up ever so slightly. I was wondering if the particular lift vectors from these parts would be pushing us down too much, because they are aimed down relative to the airstream, but apparently it's such a minor degree that it's just fine. In any case, there's only one thing to do at a time like this. Make her pass out from G-forces. Oh yeah! I completely forgot. So another thing about this particular design, while staying pretty maneuverable, it doesn't have post-stall maneuverability, of course, but it does do a very good job of allowing you to do good maneuvers while maintaining a good amount of speed and not over-G'ing your pilots. I completely forgot about that. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in space. Mountain climbing with the jet.